Like, get down, sir. I'm trying to get them to eat this zucchini. They couldn't get their mouths around it. Okay, let's see. Oh my gosh. There you go, goats. Come on. There you go. Eat it. Num, 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 num. I was just checking out. We just moved this paddock. Let's see, like what, 3 days ago, 4 days ago? And you could not see through it. Goats are just amazing. They really are. So it's really about time to move it again. They really do such a good job. Loki knows what's up. That's good. I'm glad these huge zucchinis aren't going to waste. I know there's 100 things I could do to cook with them. But you know what? The dog and the goat, they're enjoying them. So, nothing's going to waste. This may look like a mess to you, but to me, this is amazing. For those of you that don't know what this is Goldenrod. And then we foraged some corkscrew willows. Not corkscrew, sorry, that's what we already have. These are weeping willows. And so I'm rooting them out. You can see they're getting little nubs on them. So I do need to switch the water out. I keep the lid on just so they don't fly out. But, they see me. The goldenrod in the fields is perfect, ripe, and ready for harvest. I had heard of goldenrod before, but didn't know that I could like forage it. So last year, I was lucky enough to have a friend point it out to me and say, that beautiful stuff in the field, the weeds, is goldenrod. Goldenrod is amazing for sinuses. It has been very, very helpful to make a tea out of it and to drink it when sinuses are flared. The ladies are home. Having a driver in the house is so fantastic. Sharing a car, not as fantastic, but I didn't have anywhere to go today, so we'll find out how they're doing. Are you dead?
Does that answer your question?
Yes, it does. Okay, so we had play tryouts. No, not the tryouts.
Just learning the dance for the others.
Oh, okay. And then after that, Emma had swing choir.
I stayed. I didn't have to.
So Missy chose to spend 2 hours
Doing schoolwork and reading.
How was it?
It wasn't that bad.
Good.
I finished with probably about like a little bit less than an hour left before I'm finished.
Yeah.
So I just was on my phone and I started.
You should have stayed in there because you could have danced with Seth.
I don't want to dance.
I wasn't there. So
I did not want to dance with Seth. Sorry.
I was gonna say that's probably not something she wanted to do.
No, it wasn't. We didn't do much couple dancing.
Yeah. Well, good. It's like 7 o'clock.
I know.
I'm 7:15. I know. Dad's still at work too.
Still at work currently?
Yeah.
Like he's not even on his way?
Nope. Late night for him.
He almost hit me.
She's being deadly with those keys.
Yeah.
And now it's time to get animal chores done.
Can I get a minute to be home and eat food?
No.
My feet really hurt.
You don't get to do anything like that.
Too bad.
Why are you going to ask me if you're not going to do it? Go in, get settled.
Yeah.
Good to have them home. Yeah, it is nice that she can drive. It's nice to be home and not have to go anywhere. That was a hornet I almost grabbed. I was out here harvesting the other day and Sophie came across what I think is a snake. And so I don't like to go out into the pasture unless I have really high boots on. I just have on my ankles. I was gonna hurry and check. We had a willow tree in here and Jonah accidentally lawn mowed it over. So I don't know if it will come back. I mean, it was coming back, but then we had quite the drought. Oh, that's out. Why is that out? Huh. I don't know. We had kind of a drought and we didn't come water it. So it'll be, I don't know, it'll either come up or it won't. Willow trees are very easy to propagate, so I'm not too worried if it doesn't come back up. We can always try again. I don't know where the horse is. We need to save our pennies and get a brush hog, but you see those. That is goldenrod. And I mean, you'll see it. Oh, there's some right here too. And you'll want to harvest it before it flowers like that, when it's just a bud, because when it dries, if it's already a flower, it just turns to fluff in the seed. But if you get it as a bud, then you can harvest it, dry it, and make it into a tea. So there you go. There's your buds. So that's when you want to harvest it, as opposed to that. It's prettier like that, but from my understanding, correct me if I'm wrong, you want it to be buds, so when it dries, it doesn't turn to fluff. Update on my jungle garden. Haven't had a chance to ask, but Jonah took off the front post. I don't know where he put it or why he took it off. Not that it was doing any good, but I'm excited to make this beautiful. We're planning on extending out and having this be garden area as well. And then I also want to make this into an orchard. I just need to save my pennies and get some fruit trees. So if you could send me a link to where you like to buy your favorite fruit trees, I would appreciate it. Last time I bought a fruit tree, it was a long time ago, and I bought it from like the Home Depot. And it was like the most amazing fruit tree I've ever had. It was a peach tree, and I loved it. And when I moved from our first home to Idaho, I was like, can I take it with me? Anyway, I was really sad to see that go. So let me know where you like to buy your fruit trees. I would appreciate it. I do still have some squash. Woo! Ew, that was squashy. Scared me. This scares me too, because I don't know exactly what's in here. But my squash vines are still doing very well. My zucchinis that I did not intend to plant are done. I think they're done. But it's funny because they're like a hybrid. Some of it's zucchini, some of it's like a zucchini squash. I bought it at a college plant sale. I'm not sure I'm going to do that again. But like I have more of these that I'm hoping will get bigger. So I've got a few of those hiding in the jungle grasses. I haven't been to look at the strawberries in a while. The tomatoes, if I had staked them up, we would have gotten a few. But I didn't. And I just haven't felt well enough to deal with it. So sadly, nothing's being done with the tomatoes. Do you guys find that you do that in your gardens? You just get to a point where it's like, throw your hands up, you're done? But the cantaloupe, that was an amazing success. Let me see if I can get over there. They probably did the best out of everything in this entire garden. And I still have this beauty ripening. So that's exciting. We'll get one more cantaloupe off of our vines. But that was so fun. We will do that again. And I did save seeds so I can replant that same variety that did so well for us. Strawberries are doing really well. I saw some ripe ones the other day. I need to come out and weed it. And oh my goodness, my sweet potatoes are out of control. I mean, in a good way, right? But I don't even know how I'm gonna harvest those. I don't know. And then I've got some asparagus along the back, and I really hope that the sweet potatoes aren't going to ruin that root system. I don't know what that is. Is that cantaloupe? I don't know what that is. It might be a cantaloupe vine. I bet it is. I don't know what else it would be this far over. I just have sweet potato vines everywhere. I tried to feed them to the goats, and they didn't want nothing to do with them. And I do want to do some quick research and see if the rabbits can eat them. I'm sure they can, but I don't like to feed anything to my rabbits, anything to my animals, until I double check Google or Bing or whatever search engine you use and make sure it's okay. Looks like some more cantaloupe. Think that they want to grow. I don't know. I've never gardened here in Missouri, so I don't know. I don't think there's going to be enough time to grow more cantaloupe for the season. I don't really know, though. But squash bugs moved in and have taken the rest of these, which is fine because I didn't want to plant zucchini in the first place. It was not my plan. I did not want that. It's just not something that we do a lot of. Where we have gluten intolerances, we don't make a lot of breads, and we just don't eat a lot of zucchini. So, I mean, we should try and learn to love it. We just don't. But, so that's the middle and the end of the jungle garden. Our raspberries are doing really well. Sarah brought me one today, so that's been a lot of fun. A lot of fun. First year garden here in Missouri. We're grateful that storm didn't do much more damage. We did have some damage to the fence, Jonah said, the horse pasture, but she hasn't escaped, so that's a blessing. But onward and forward, and I'm really looking forward to what we're going to do next year in the garden. I know that we could do a fall garden. I'm just not sure. I'm not sure if I have it in me. Maybe. We'll see.